Well, the picture's been a little cloudy lately for the Red Sox as they return to Fenway Park. It's game one of a four-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, the Red Sox return home. They go 1-2 on a brief road trip to Kansas City. And today, some roster. Welcome back, Daniel Nava, to the big leagues. Nava returns to the Red Sox for the first time since 2010. He's hitting .316 this season with the Paw Sox, .447 in the last 10 games. Clayton Mortensen has pitched very well for the Red Sox, allowing just one run, but the only member of the Red Sox pitching staff that had options, so he's the unlucky guy who heads back to Pawtucket. And Justin Thomas, to make room, was designated for assignment off the 40-man roster to add Nava. He appeared in 7 games with Boston and had pitched in 4 games with the Pawtucket Red Sox. Well, it is great to have back with us the Rem Dog back in the house tonight. And Jerry, the Red Sox are back home again, but this has not been so friendly for the Sox so far.
No, it has not, Don. The Red Sox obviously have to start playing better baseball, both on the road, but especially here at Fenway Park, because the morale of the ball club really sinks when you don't win at home. And look what's happened so far here this season: 4-10 here at Fenway Park, where you're supposed to be an intimidating ball club, averaging a little over 5 runs per game, a .273 batting average. That's respectable, but the pitching has really been tough. 5.93 ERA, and look at the starters' ERA, 6.63. It seems like so many times here at Fenway Park, the Red Sox have been playing from behind. So, it's really important for them on this brief homestand to really get things going here, so when they get home, they have a feeling of confidence of playing here at Fenway Park.
We'll find out tonight in the first of 4. Daniel Nava is back in the big leagues. He's in the starting lineup. We're back with more right after this. For game one of a 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Tribe. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, 2 returning members from the 2004 World Championship team. You just saw Johnny Damon, and in a little while, tonight we'll see Derek Lowe, a big part of the Red Sox run to the World Series after 86 years of drought. Well, he's back and with another team, and been with a lot of different teams since he left Boston. Lowe began his post-Red Sox career in Los Angeles. He spent 4 years with the Dodgers, posting an ERA under 4 each year. Things did not go as well in Atlanta. His ERA was over 4 in 2 of his 3 seasons, including last year when he led the National League with 17 losses. This season, he's off to a 4-1 start with the Indians, allowing 1 earned run or less in 3 of his 6 starts. Well, after a tough road trip to Kansas City, the Red Sox are home and trying to get it going tonight against the Cleveland Indians. They'll send Josh Beckett to the mound. He missed a start last time out, ready to go tonight. First pitch is coming up next. AT&T. New England's website for deals by Toyota.com. Dunkin' Donuts. Your New England Subaru dealers. And by Southwest Airlines. Now Beckett's ready to go, and here we go. First pitch of the game is in there for strike one to Johnny Damon. And Josh Beckett, after missing a start, back out there for his 6th start of the year. 2-3 with a 4.45 earned run average. They're in 32 1/3 innings. As Damon will send one foul down the left field line out of play. And it is 0-2 to Damon. Now Josh with a 4.45 earned run average. Johnny Damon back here with the Cleveland Indians after playing in Tampa Bay last year. There's a swing and a miss. Fools him badly, and Damon strikes out. One down here in the first inning.
Held back-to-back fastballs, and then the curveball coming here from Josh Beckett to pick up the first strike out of the ball game for him. Last time out for Beckett against the White Sox had 8 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings.
So one down here in the first inning brings up Jason Kipnis, the second baseman for the Indians. Cleveland coming in on top of the American League Central into this 4-game series. So Indians have been a bit of a surprise, especially, Jerry, after we saw the Tigers start the season. They really have fallen back.
Yeah, the Tigers right now 15-15, 2 games back of the Cleveland Indians.
Swing and a miss, and a fast start here for Beckett, who's ahead 0-2.
Excellent changeup by Beckett right there, keeping it away from Kipnis. First changeup of the ball game for Josh, and it's a good one.
In the air to right field. Ryan Sweeney's out there tonight in right. And Sweeney makes the catch, 2 down in the first inning. Let's check out the Cleveland Indians lineup, brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Well, it is Johnny Damon in left with Jason Kipnis at second base as Drupal Cabrera, the shortstop. Travis Hafner, the DH, with Carlos Santana doing the catching. Shin-Soo Choo in right. Michael Brantley in center field, bat 7th, with Casey Kochman at first base. And Jack Hanahan is at third base for the Indians. They are 17-13 and coming in having lost their last 2 games, but still have a 2-game lead atop the American League Central. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera, who rips this to right field towards the corner. This will get in and jump up into the seats. A ground rule double for Asdrubal Cabrera. A 2-out double for Cabrera right down the line in right.
Now, once again, it was the changeup here from Beckett, but this one stayed out over the plate. And even though it was a little bit of an off-balance swing by Cabrera, he's able to pull it down the line in the stands for the ground rule double. He was out on his front foot, but made good solid contact for the 2-base hit.
So 2 down here in the first inning, and it'll bring up Travis Hafner. Part of our key matchup, brought to you by your New England Acura dealers. Hafner against Beckett, good numbers, 350 average, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Josh Beckett against the Cleveland Indians in his career 4-5 with a 4.84 earned run average. Last year in 3 starts was 1-1 against the Tribe. So the number is for Hafner. Cabrera takes off for third. The pitch is low and inside and uncontested. Cabrera steals third base. Not even a look from Beckett.
Now, we mentioned this many times. Always a good idea in Fenway Park. There's no guarantee you're going to score on a base hit to the opposite field by Hafner. Infield playing deep, so Cabrera takes off, picks up his 2nd steal of the season.
So 90 feet away with 2 down and a 2-0 for Hafner. We'll take that for a strike. 2-1. And tonight, Tampa Bay starting a series in New York against the Yankees, as they are tied now with the Orioles atop the American League East. Never have imagined this, as the Orioles are 20-11 and tied with the Rays. As the Yankees and Red Sox in the last 2 spots of the division. There's a ground ball right side. Pedroia will gather and throw. And Beckett is through a good first inning. Red Sox are coming up from Fenway. First inning, the Red Sox starting lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Well, a different looking lineup. It's got Ryan Sweeney at the top of it tonight for the Red Sox, with Pedroia batting second, David Ortiz at DH, Adrian Gonzalez at first base, Will Middlebrooks at third base, Daniel Nava back in the big leagues again and in left field. Mike Aviles drops down to seventh. He's at short. Marlon Byrd in center eighth, and Kelly Shopik does the catching. He bats ninth. Derek Lowe on the mound tonight for the Indians and back in the American League again. His seventh start, 4-1, a good start for him, a 2.39 earned run average. 44 hits in 37 2/3. Walks have been a problem. He's walked 12 and struck out 10. His career numbers at Fenway Park in 194 games and 53 starts. His first pitch to Sweeney is in there for strike one.
It's only the second time that Derek Lowe has faced his former ball club, once with the Atlanta Braves.
Well, Jerry, you mentioned it as part of our pregame tonight. It really is amazing how he has gone throughout his career without any major arm problems at all. I mean, this guy is as good as it gets as far as knowing you're going to go deep into the season with him, and he's going to give you as many innings as possible.
Yeah, he really has been durable throughout his career. He was like that with the Red Sox. He was like that with the Dodgers, and certainly with Atlanta. And now doing the same thing here with the Cleveland Indians.
1-2 is outside, and evens up at 2-2. And by the way, it is great to see both Johnny Damon and Derek Lowe, but it's also great to see you.
Thank you, Don.
This one is sliced foul.
I've been watching you. I've been checking you out.
Well, you were, I am sure, the two nights that we spent in Chicago with the wind blowing in at whatever it was, 30 degrees, that certainly did not help your sinus infection.
I was scuffling a little bit on that road trip and felt like it was best to get back and see the doctors and get that straightened out. But we got it straightened out. So.
You did good. Well, you sound much better. You look great.
Yeah, terrific.
Back in your chair and trying to turn this thing around for the. Oh, and by the way, the camera's back while you were gone.
I noticed that.
Yes, terrific. Right side, Kipnis at second base. Throws to first, and Sweeney is retired.
Let's take a look at the Indian defense. They are sixth in the American League with 17 errors in their 30 games. Jack Hanahan at third base has Drupal Cabrera, the shortstop, Jason Kipnis at second, and Casey Kochman, the first baseman. Left to right, Johnny Damon, Michael Brantley, Shin-Soo Choo, and doing the catching, Carlos Santana for Derek Lowe.
One down here in the bottom of the first inning for Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia at 307 to start tonight. 4 homers and 13 runs batted in. As he sends one foul back and out of play. 10-game hitting streak for Dustin. Started on April 29th and at 326 during this 10-game hitting streak. Well, we all know if Derek Lowe, he's got stuff on the ground, he's got it going. He's already got one ground ball out of the gate here and deals with Pedroia. Here's another ground ball. This is at Kipnis as well. And there's 2 down in the first inning.
And Derek Lowe right now working at a very brisk pace out there on the mound and basically throwing those sinkers like he normally does. Sinker, breaking ball, and changeup.
So 2 down in the first. And it brings up David Ortiz. David at .359 with 7 homers and 23 runs batted in. David's been batting in this 3 spot against all 3 lefties that the Red Sox had to face in Kansas City, and he is back in the spot again dealing with Derek Lowe. And really the numbers have been staggering this year against lefties for Ortiz, but back to work against the right-hander tonight. Shift on for the Tribe as the pitch will miss outside. 2-0. Acta, the manager here of the Cleveland Indians, trying to turn things around as the Indians had a good start to last year but then seemed to peter out during the rest of the season. This year off to another good start, 17-13 to start the year, and again they have a 2-game lead over the Tigers. 3rd season for Manny Acta, took over for Eric Wedge. Of course, in Seattle now with the Mariners. Lowe taking a little bit of time as he heads off the back of the hill. Ortiz gets jammed and pops it up. Only Hanahan on the left side of the infield, and he'll make the catch. That ends things in a 1-2-3 first for Derek Lowe. We are scoreless from Fenway. Full play packs. Create your own unique package by pairing seats for an exciting summer weekend day with a game early in the season. Get your double play packs tickets at redsox.com/doubleplay. Now Derek Lowe, a 1-2-3 first inning as he retires the Red Sox on 15 pitches. Josh Beckett returns to the mound for the second inning. Carlos Santana, Shin-Soo Choo, and Michael Brantley bat here in the second. In there for strike one.
A lot of lefties in that lineup tonight for the Cleveland Indians against Josh Beckett.
swing and a miss, and it is 0-2. Very, very special ceremony here at Fenway Park, as yesterday all of us found out about the tragic death of the Red Sox public address announcer Carl Bean, in a moment of silence before the game here at Fenway Park. And it seems very strange tonight not to have his voice resonating throughout Fenway Park, and a great touch by the Red Sox not to have anyone do any of the announcements tonight. And as the batters come up, they do so in silence in the memory of Carl Bean.
Well, very sad, obviously, of the news of yesterday, and certainly our condolences go out to the family of Carl Bean. And you know, I think you said it best in the paper today, Don. You know, I mean, it's a job that he absolutely loved. He loved being the PA guy here at Fenway Park.
1-2 is strike three. Foul tipped into the mid for Santana. He's strikeout number 2 for Beckett.
Now Beckett again going with the fastball and keeping it up in the zone right there, just about let a high. The 2 fastballs he threw by Santana in that at bat were both up in the zone, and one, in the case of one of them, one was up and in.
So one down here in the second inning. Shin-Soo Choo, 236 with a home run, 11 runs batted in. Kind of a slow start for a guy who's been a pretty good hitter for the Cleveland Indians. Well, the Indians losing to the White Sox 8-1 last night in their series finale. Slap foul, and it is 0-2. The 0-2 is up and away. As Drupal Cabrera doubled off Beckett in the first inning, stole third, but Beckett got out of the jam as he got Hafner ground out to second base to end the inning.
See Beckett telling himself there to take it easy, calm down a little bit, overthrew that last fastball at 92 miles an hour.
Rip foul down the right field line. Shin-Soo Choo coming in with a 5-game hitting streak. Missed a total of 6 games with a hamstring strain, but back in there again and trying to get it going offensively for the Indians.
Now .313 career hitter against Beckett with 1 home run.
Breaking ball missing away, and it's 3-2. Indians come in with a .243 batting average as a team, kind of middle of the pack, and same can be said for their earned run average of 4.07. Defensively, they are 5th in the league in fielding percentage. And again, a kind of a surprising lead, a 2-game lead in the American League Central. That'll miss, and the first walk given up by Josh Beckett. Free pass here for Choo. As you mentioned, the ceremony before the game, as the flags at half-mast here at Fenway Park, and Red Sox Nation mourning the loss of public address announcer Carl Bean, who's been the voice here at Fenway Park since 2003. And shocking Red Sox players and fans alike with the news yesterday and still today as we return to Fenway Park. Carl's last game, the 17-inning game here at Fenway Park last Sunday as the Red Sox wrapped up the homestand. Michael Brantley will take strike 1 over the inside corner.
Now the Indians have been running their 3rd in the league in stolen bases, and Choo at first base has 5 of those. 5 steals, been caught 1 time. As you look at Brantley's numbers.
One is down and in. Shopping to his right, and it's a ball and a strike. Last year, Brantley in 114 games, 7 homers, 46 RBIs. Missed the last 6 weeks of the season, had right hand surgery. That shortened his season. Line to left. Nava's on the run. Won't get there. It's quickly by him to the track of the wall. As Chu heads for third base. Throw goes to second and in safely. With a double goes Michael Brantley. And all of a sudden the Indians have runners at second and third with 1 out.
Now Brantley had been struggling a little bit, 0 for his last 8, but puts this one right on the line. He gets a fastball up and away from Beckett. Does not try to pull it. Goes to the opposite field and quickly gets it by Daniel Nava out there all the way to the wall. Nava in the second base, but 2 men in the scoring position now with 1 out.
That brings up Casey Kochman, the former Red Sox first baseman. He's been well traveled last year with the Tampa Bay Rays, now at the Cleveland Indians. Hitting under 200 and 198 to start the night. In the air to right field, sending Sweeney back a few steps. He's there and he makes the catch. Tagging at third base is Chu. He will score. As tagging at second and moving to third is Brantley. The Indians take a 1-0 lead on a sac fly for Casey Kochman.
Well, Kochman picks up his 9th RBI of the season as he gets a ball that he feels he can lift deep enough in the air to get that run home. Fastball from Beckett. It's going to be about bell ties, and you can see that slight uppercut swing by Kochman trying to get that fly ball to drive in the run.
So a run in, a runner at third, 2 down in the inning. Number 9 man and former Oakland A, Jack Hanahan. Hanahan at 291, 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. And a great second half last year. He hit 322 as he gets jammed right in on the thumbs, fouls it back and out of play. Hanahan against right-handers hitting at 339 in the year, but against everybody at 291. It's still batting out of the number 9 spot as he jumps back out of the way. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
That time a little movement on the changeup from Beckett. It was not that far down in the zone, but it did move away quite a bit from the left-handed hitter, and no contact from Hanahan.
Well, Hanahan, who in 2010 was in the Red Sox organization, 33 games for the Pawtucket Red Sox. We're going to Cleveland last year. 1-2 is outside, 2-2. Originally a third-round pick by the Detroit Tigers. There's Hanahan with very good numbers, but batting out of the number 9 spot right now for this Indians team. Trying to produce a run here with 2 outs in the inning. Michael Brantley at third base. In the air to right, hit very well. Sweeney going back towards the corner, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for the number 9 man, Jack Hanahan. And the Cleveland Indians are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a big 2-out, 2-run home run for Jack Hanahan.
That's the second time a changeup tonight has been hit off Beckett. Cabrera did it back in the first inning with a similar swing. This is a changeup again. Hanahan reaching out to the outside part of the plate and hooking it for the home run. That's some pretty good hitting right there by Hanahan.
That is the 8th home run that Beckett has surrendered on the season. Now Johnny Damon.
Red Sox have given up a lot of home runs here at Fenway Park.
Really a surprise that Damon was not returning to Tampa Bay this season. I think most surprised, the guy at the top of that list would be Johnny Damon. He figured he'd be heading back there after it was a pretty good year last year for the Rays. Instead, they went with Luke Scott. There's their DH, and Johnny's playing some outfield again as this one is on the ground to first base, handled by Gonzalez, and that'll take care of that here in the second inning. But the Indians score 3 times. Hanahan, the 2-run shot. It's 3-0 Indians. Last half of the second inning at Fenway Park, the Indians out to a 3-0 advantage. Red Sox trying to answer here in the bottom of the second inning. Adrian Gonzalez, Will Middlebrooks, and Daniel Nava face Derek Lowe, who enjoyed a 1-2-3 first inning. Well, hard to explain, Jerry, the Red Sox at home this season. This has been a place for a long time that they've been highly successful in, and they're 4-10 coming into tonight's action.
Yeah, we tried to break it down a little bit, Don, in the open, and it's tough to lose at home. I mean, this is supposedly where you gain your confidence, where you play your best baseball. You have the crowd behind you. When things don't go well at home, the pressure is on more.
This is towards the gap in left center field. It'll get down and through. Gonzalez headed for second base. Brantley will dig it out, but Adrian is into second base standing with a double and a good start to the second inning.
And that's the way to approach Derek Lowe. You try to think about up the middle of the opposite field with that sinker ball. And that sinker ball stayed above the knees, and you can see that Gonzalez takes it in that gap in left center field for the leadoff double here in the second. So a nice piece of hitting there by Gonzalez. 4 straight games now for him.
And the 3rd consecutive game that he has had a double. Here's Will Middlebrooks, who hits at .346 so far in his major league career. 3 homers, 9 runs batted in. And when last he was at Fenway Park, he hit a grand slam as part of the 17-inning game on Sunday, wrapping up the homestand. The temperature gauge brought to you by Bill James. 83 degrees for Will Middlebrooks. 4 for 10 last 3 games. That is a strike, and it's 1-1. The Red Sox also trying to take advantage of this schedule at this part of the year that they're kind of looking forward to. The Kansas Cities, the Baltimores, the Oakland A's, and that has not gone well so far either.
Neither here at Fenway or on the road.
Red Sox dropping 2 out of 3 to the A's. They're swept by the Orioles. The homestand, they dropped 2 out of 3 in Kansas City. And they'll open up his 4-game series against the Cleveland Indians, then 2 with Seattle. As Lowe all of a sudden falls behind here 3-1. Daniel Nava called up today and waits on deck. Chop to third. Hanahan looks the runner back, and the throw is in the dirt but dug out nicely by one of the game's best first basemen, Casey Kochman, able to make the pick.
Well, you could see that as soon as it left the hand of Hanahan that it was going to be a low throw to first base, and Kochman did a very nice job. He's checking the runner, but the throw's going to be low. Nice pick at first base by Kochman to get the out, and with the out, Gonzalez has to remain at second base.
So one down, runner at second for Daniel Nava. Nava hitting with the Pawtucket Red Sox in 27 games, hit at .316. And kind of the unlucky guy in all this is Clayton Mortensen, who did nothing wrong to be demoted. It was just a matter of having options, and it's happened so many times here for the Red Sox in the years past. We saw it last year. Scott Atchison and others who've gone up and down, and just a game of numbers. And Clayton Mortensen returns to the Pawtucket Red Sox. There's a ground ball softly hit. Hanrahan this time with a better throw. And there's two down as Gonzalez takes third. Well, for over 100 years, Gulf Oil and the Boston Red Sox have been proud to be part of American history. Moving forward, Gulf is thrilled to serve as the official electricity supplier to Fenway Park as it celebrates its 100th birthday. From one legend to another, congratulations. So two down, Adrian Gonzalez at third base. And here's Mike Aviles. Drops down to seventh in the Red Sox order. There's strike one from Lowe.
Boy, Kochman really playing way off first base. He's between that hole between first base and second base right now.
This is on the ground up the middle. Ranging is Cabrera. Can't get it, and it's into center. Gonzalez will score from third, and the Red Sox are on the board. Mike Aviles up the middle with an RBI single, and it's 3-1.
It looked like Cabrera was going to get to that ball, but even if he does, I don't think there's much he could do with it. I believe Aviles was going to beat it out anyway. You see he's kind of cheating to his right there, has to go back to his left and can't quite come up with it. But as I said, even if he does come up with it, I don't believe he's going to throw Aviles out, and the Red Sox are going to get a run anyway.
So Mike Aviles with his 20th RBI of the year. It's the Red Sox on the board. Here's Marlon Byrd. Byrd starting in center field every game since he joined the Red Sox. A .279 average in a Red Sox uniform. Two hits in each of his last two games, and he was one of the guys that had a good offensive series in Kansas City. He was 5 for 11. Did have some trouble defensively.
I was thinking about you last night, Don, on that trip back from Kansas City.
Wow.
A late arrival for everybody with the Red Sox uniform on.
Got to the house around 6 a.m. this morning. This is to third as Hanahan on the run and in time to get Byrd. Red Sox get a run back. It's 3-1 at the end of two. brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team is just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Play along to the top of the third inning. 3-1 Cleveland on top of Boston. Jason Kipnis has Drupal Cabrera and Travis Hafner to bat in the third. And that one jarring the mask off Kelly Shopik, the former Cleveland Indian.
That'll rattle a jaw a little bit for Kelly Shopik.
The ball missing outside. Yeah, Jerry, you know, when you do those numbers things in your head, you start the game, you realize, okay, it's already 8 o'clock in Boston. We're starting now.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when it's over, you're thinking, okay, 2 hours, and then 2.5, and so it ended up being about a 3:35, 3:40 landing. You got the Fenway around 4:10.
Yeah, it's always a tough trip back from Kansas City. We always seem to have a night game there.
Always.
You always get back very late. Sun's coming up usually by the time you go to bed.
Birds chirping.
And right back at it tonight.
Here we go. 3-1 is strike 2.
Well, the weather looked beautiful in KC.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was like 72 every day. It'll be different when the All-Star game rolls in. It'll be a little on the warm side.
Might be a little warmer.
July 10th. 3-2 is fouled off to the left. There's Drupal Cabrera waiting on deck, and then Travis Hafner. In the air, struck well to right. This will send Sweeney back at the wall. It's gone into the bullpen. Another home run for the Cleveland Indians. This time Jason Kipnis, who gets his 6th home run of the year. And the Indians get their run back. It is now 4-1.
Now that time it was a cut fastball from Josh Beckett. You see the little cut on it. It stays out over the plate, and Kipnis takes it into the bullpen. As Don mentioned, number 6 on the season for the number 2 hitter in the lineup for the Indians.
Now a liner to right field. Sweeney is coming in, but it'll duck down in front of him. And as Drupal Cabrera with a base hit. He's 2 for 2 in the game now. And the Bluebirds have started to come out here at Fenway Park, and
they've been out early. They got out early tonight.
Yes, they did, and Beckett's starting to hear it.
Looks like Sweeney got caught in a little bit of a trap here. Not sure whether to come in and try to play this. I think he made the right decision by backing off. If he tries to play it and the ball gets by him, you're probably talking about 3 bases. You see Cabrera hoping right there that he does back off.
So he's 2 for 2. Runner at first, nobody out. Travis Hafner, the batter. Hafner grounded out to second base in the first inning. Another throw, and this one a little closer. Back to the bag is Cabrera.
1 steal on the season for Cabrera. He's been thrown out twice. And of course, add a steal to that as he stole third base earlier tonight.
Outfield straight away on Hafner. So 4 home runs on the year. Beckett trying to come in, and he cleans it out, but he's out ahead. Fouled off down the right field line, out of play. Can't make a mistake to Hafner. Club's all-time leader. Home runs with 180 and RBIs with 631 as a DH. as it takes the pitch for strike 2. Played some first base in the early going of his career, but DH primarily now on a daily basis. No 2 pitches inside, 1-2. That'll miss, and it is 2-2 now to Hafner. Home run and a single has started this 3rd inning for the Cleveland Indians. Beckett has already given up 2 home runs. A 2-run shot for Hanahan in the 2nd. Solo shot for Jason Kipnis here in the 3rd inning. Beckett at 46 pitches does not have an out here in the 3rd inning. That has been a big deal for Red Sox starters all season, trying to get deep into games and help out this bullpen, and saw Lester unable to do it, and Beckett deep here in this 3rd inning already.
And this has kind of been a pattern, hasn't it, at home for the Red Sox, where they have fallen behind early in ball games, and it seems like they're playing from behind all the time.
Definitely the case. 3-2 to Hafner. They'll try to go away. Instead, a mislocation down and in, and it's ball 4. So down to first goes Hafner. It is the 2nd walk given up by Beckett. You say potato, we say free. Boston.com's Boston Deals is teamed up with Be Good to bring Bostonians free French fries. Visit Boston.com/free fries to sign up today. So nobody out here in the 3rd inning. Runners at 1st and 2nd for the Indians, and Carlos Santana the batter. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. 1 of 2 strikeouts for Beckett tonight. In the air to shallow center field. Bird makes his way in and makes the catch. So 1 down here in the 3rd inning. And it brings up Shin-Soo Choo. Walked and scored in the 2nd inning. '50th pitch of the night for Josh Beckett. And it's up and away for ball 1. Cabrera at 2nd base, Hafner at 1st base, 1 out in the 3rd inning. Down and in, and it is 2-0.
Beckett trying to keep that changeup down, hoping Choo will chase it and get that ground ball double play to get out of the inning.
This is struck towards the gap in right center field. It'll get down for a hit to the track and the wall. Cabrera coming around from 2nd base. He'll score. And it's second and third with one out, a run in as the Indians up their lead now to 5-1.
Well, Chu gets a fastball right down the heart of the plate, and he jumps all over it for the line drive. Watch the location of this pitch. A fastball, they wanted to go away, but it's away, but still Chu able to hook it. They've done that a few times tonight against Beckett, where they've gone out over that plate, really covered the plate, taking balls on the outside part of the plate and hooking them, pulling them for extra base hits.
Well, Bob McClure, pitching coach, out to talk to Beckett. There is action in the pen as Andrew Miller beginning to warm up. Jerry notices here that Beckett's velocity has not been the same, but that doesn't appear to be his only issue. It seems that dislocation has been a big thing, too, for Josh so far.
We've heard that over and over. After a number of his starts, he's admitted himself that location has not been great, has not been consistent with it. The example, that last pitch, it was up in the zone a little bit, but still it was on the outside part of the plate and hooked. I mean, sometimes you got to give credit to the hitter, and in that case, you got to give credit to Chu. But I agree with you, Don. The consistency has not been there, with a number of the Red Sox starters. You see the fastball on the outside corner, but still Chu able to reach out and hook that ball. But certainly a little bit higher than Beckett would have liked it.
One out here in the third inning, second and third, and one out. As Brantley stands in, he doubled his first time up. Indians with 6 hits and 5 runs. Saw the Orioles do this, come in and score early and often against the Red Sox starters. And Cleveland trying to do the same thing and off to a very good start. This is laced down the right field line, foul.
And of course the question of the lat muscle. I mean, is that okay? Is it 100%? We don't know that.
He insists it is. And of course, Josh really been becoming a lightning rod over the last year after September and all that took place, and was on a plane yesterday coming back from Kansas City, as all starters do, when things really started to hit the fan, as he was dealing with what is now, I guess, called Golfgate as time goes on, and whether or not he was actually there golfing 2 days before his start he was supposed to make and was going to skip or not. And both Bobby Valentine and Clay Buchholz, who allegedly was with Beckett golfing, have both said that it is not a big deal and not something they're worried about. But at the end of the day, you got to be worried about Beckett and the lad, and just the perception of the entire thing is not good.
And as he tried to snap off a breaking ball right there, Shopik sliding to his right to block it, but a good block with the man at third base. But yeah, everything bad right now surrounding Josh Beckett.
This is lined towards the gap, and it's getting worse. From third base comes Hafner, and Chu is behind him. 2 more runs in. It is 7-1, and the boos will cascade down from the peaks of Fenway Park. Comes Bobby Valentine, one of the few times he's been cheered at Fenway Park. He comes out to get Josh Beckett. It is 7-1. The Cleveland Indians have the lead over the Red Sox. Party with TC, Matt Stairs, and Jenny. The preview. Clay Buchholz start as the Red Sox continue their 4-game series with the Indians. Plus, the manager Bobby Valentine will join TC and Matt on stage to discuss the state of the team. That and much more tomorrow at 5:30 only on NESN. Well, Josh Beckett done here after 2 1/3 innings tonight. And you have to wonder about the Ladd situation. We'll learn more later, I'm sure, but it's been 7 runs so far that he's been tagged for. As he departs, this call to the bullpen brought to you by New England Ford dealers. The end of the game now for the Red Sox. Andrew Miller. So far, his 3rd appearance, not giving up a run in an inning and 2/3, 4 strikeouts. Casey Kochman standing in, hit a sac fly as part of the 2nd inning, picked up his 9th RBI. And Miller will try to quiet down this Indians order that has come out on fire. Pitch clanks off the glove of Shopik, and it is now 3-0. In the air to shallow right center field. In comes Bird. He's calling. And he will catch out number 2. Remaining at second base, Bramley, 2 down.
Well, with all the lefties in this lineup, the first call of the bullpen goes to a lefty in Andrew Miller. There's a couple of those lefties switch hitters for the Indians, but heavy from the left side tonight.
So 2 down for Jack Hanahan. The home run in the 2nd inning, hit a 2-run shot. And for Hanahan, his 3rd home run of the year. And this really got it going for the Indians. It was a 2-out, 2-run home run. They've scored 4 times so far here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And a swing and a miss. That one's by him at 94, and it's 0-2. Beckett charged with 7 runs so far on 7 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Came in with a record of 2 and 3. This one is grounded foul, still 0-2. Shortest outing for Beckett since August of 2008 against Toronto. He went 2 1/3 in that game as well. And chased from the game tonight after there was just 1 out in this 3rd inning. There's strike 3, and Miller quiets things down. With a 4-run 3rd inning has the Tribe on top 7-1. Join Jamison Coyle for Nesson Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial. Jamie Parker goes on with Roush Fenway racer Carl Edwards. Plus highlights and reaction from the Garden as the Celtics look to close out the Hawks in Game 6. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight after our Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson. Well, it is 7-1. The Cleveland Indians on top of the Red Sox. We head to the last half of the third inning. Kelly Shopik is leading it off here. The former Indian, one of his best seasons in the majors came with the Cleveland Indians. And his time spent there, of course, traded by the Red Sox to Cleveland, part of the Coco Crisp deal. And Shopik this year hitting at .238, returning to his first organization. 2-0 is tap foul. Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 2 1/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, walked 2, struck out 2. 56 total pitches for Beckett. Mentioned the season for Shopik, his best year, 21 home run season for the Cleveland Indians, the 2008 edition. Shopik had stepped out, low backed out, and back and forth they go. Finally a 2-1. It's down to third. Hanahan's been busy tonight. This throw is in time, and there's one away. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, the authenticated 1912 Red Sox uniforms worn by the team on April 20th for the 100th anniversary game have been autographed and are now being auctioned on RedSox.com to benefit the Red Sox Foundation. For your chance to own one of these historic uniforms, visit RedSox.com/throwback.
One out in the third inning as Ryan Sweeney stands in, takes strike one.
Now, one thing you know, Don, when Derek Lowe's on the mound, if you're an infielder, you're going to be busy. And so far, the infield has been busy for the Cleveland Indians.
6 ground ball outs in 2 1/3 innings for Derek Lowe.
Saw him today walking into the ballpark, came in through the Red Sox where they parked their cars, went into the Red Sox side of the dressing room, the locker room, I should say.
Diving his hand from one knee. It is not in time. Beat out by Ryan Sweeney. Red Sox get their third hit as they thought they had him, but Sweeney able to beat it out.
As Sweeney operating from the left side of the plate, gets that little advantage going down the first baseline. Nice play by Hanahan from his knees, but not in time, as a hustling Sweeney beats it out at first base. Getting back to Lowe for a second, he was walking by the Red Sox clubhouse and wasn't quite sure how to get to the visiting clubhouse.
Hasn't been there often.
Do not take a right, take a left.
He was a lot of fun to be around the time that he was here with the Red Sox. Very much missed. Part of a great character group. We talk about it so often, the group of 04, but even before that, in the years that Derek Lowe spent here, which included a no-hitter here at Fenway Park for Derek Lowe. But those guys had a lot of fun, and they were a lot of fun to be around.
Fun team to follow.
This is grounded towards third. Hanahan again on the run, and that'll get there in time. So 2 down in the inning. It's time now for the AT&T trivia question. Our question tonight: which 2 members of the 04 Red Sox have been winning pitchers with an opposing team at Fenway since leaving Boston? We'll have the answer for you a little bit later. Jerry, you talked about it as part of the view from the booth in return for Derek Lowe. He's a guy that's seen both sides of the good and the bad, really, at pitching for the Red Sox. I mean, he thrived here for a while, but he struggled here as well, too, and saw kind of both sides.
He really did, and you know, he served in so many roles for the Red Sox, from a starting pitcher to a long relief guy to a setup guy to a closer. And he had experience in all of those facets of the pitching game for the Red Sox. And you're right, he had some ups and downs, but he also had that mentality where, you know, he could fight through it, where not all can. And Derek Lowe is one of those guys that could. he kind of thrived on the pressure of pitching in Boston.
Well, he is 38. He will turn 39 in June. Last 3 years in Atlanta. His pitch misses to David Ortiz, and it's 2-1. Popped up, and this will get back and out of play. David popped out to the shortstop as Drupal Cabrera in the first inning. Adrian Gonzalez waiting on deck here. There are 2 outs in this last of the third inning. Well, we'll talk a little bit about John Lester's new charity coming up tonight. Blue Jays add a bat to their lineup. And we'll check in on the Tampa Bay, New York. Game 1 of that series starting tonight. As we roll along tonight, it is 7-1 right now here in the last half of the third. 2-2 is grounded by the mound up the middle. The shift was on. And it's a second baseman. Actually, it's not. It's a shortstop. Cabrera who picks that up, and really could do nothing with it but pick it up. And he lets Sweeney take third. Ortiz will reach on a base hit.
Yeah, he had absolutely nowhere to go with this ground ball. Watch the ground that he covers to get to it, but there's nobody at third base. There's no play at first base. Just hold the ball and get it back to your pitcher. So Ortiz picks up the infield hit, 1 for 2 on the night.
First and third, 2 down. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter. Adrian with a double in the second inning came around to score the Red Sox lone run. It must be very frustrating from an offensive standpoint as position player when you're either down like this having to come back, or on nights when you've scored all these runs and then all of a sudden you're tied up again. It's just been that way so far, the pitching wise. The Red Sox have had offense, but the pitching has not followed suit.
It is frustrating, and you know they expect games like that they're going to have to come back in, but it's been just too many of them so far this season.
Sliced foul off to the left. Nothing else. Red Sox are driving up the pitch count low, 51 now through 2 2/3. But he is able to strike out Adrian Gonzalez. First strikeout for Lowe. Red Sox strand a pair. 7-1, Indians on top.
Stage, one night. This gang of outlaws perform live at the MGM Grand Theater at Foxwoods Resort Casino Sunday, May 27th. For tickets to this one-night-only show, visit foxwoods.com. Gang of Outlaws, only at Foxwoods, the official resort casino of the Boston Red Sox.
7-1, the Indians on top of the Red Sox as Andrew Miller back out there for the Red Sox. You got the final 2 outs of the 3rd inning in relief of Josh Beckett, and back for the 4th, it's the top of the order. Johnny Damon is 0 for 2 against Beckett as Damon takes strike 1. Johnny struck out in the 1st inning, grounded out to first in the 2nd.
And for a while, it looked like Johnny was not going to be playing this season for anybody, and all of a sudden you started to hear the rumblings about the possibility of the Indians, and they finally got a deal done.
Signed on April 17th as a free agent, added to the roster on May 1st. 7 games in left field so far, and 1 game as a DH. And a guy who badly wants to get to 3,000. This is back behind the mound, and Andrew Miller diving, trying to catch it barehanded. Does a bit of a face plant out there in behind the mound. It's a base hit.
That's a nice effort by Miller. There's no question about that. He's really the only guy that had a chance at it. Aviles can't get there. Miller going into the dive. The glove comes off. Johnny keeps getting hits like that. He will get to 3,000. Just a little pop-up that nobody could get to. And Miller probably had the best shot. He goes with the bare hand to try to make the play.
Johnny, 2,728, make it 29 now. As pulling it back is Kipnis, who homered his last time up. Solo shot to get the 3rd inning started. 2 home runs given up by Josh Beckett tonight. That's a strike, and it is 1-1. There's a ground ball softly right side. Gonzalez going to get the lead runner, and that's all they'll get as they retire Damon at second base. 3-6 on the force out as Kipnis will reach at first base.
Nice easy play there for Gonzalez as he gets to charge the ball. That means the runner is not going to be in his way as he goes to make that throw to second base. Just a clear path to make the throw, and they get the force out on Damon at second base. No chance for a deuce.
1 out, 1 on for Asdrubal Cabrera, who has doubled and singled, 2 for 2. Cabrera signed a 2-year extension that will take him through 2014. No additional options. Second hardest hitter to strike out in the American League so far this season. Is possible ground ball, double play ball here. It is. So that'll wrap up the 4th inning as we have played 3.5, 7-1 Indians on top. Park as the Indians have a 7-1 lead over the Red Sox. They come to bat here in the fourth. Derek Lowe back to the mound. Well, Justin Masterson is not pitching in tonight's game, Jerry, but our thoughts are with him.
His presence is felt.
Here's a ground ball to second on the bat of Middlebrooks. And there are 2 outs or 1 out here in the fourth inning. Well, Justin Masterson is always one of our favorite players, not only because he's a good guy and a good pitcher, Jerry, but because he's married to Merrill Masterson, who has for years taken care of us with her home plate cookies. We suggested at one point that she should go into business. Well, she has. She's the president of the cookies, and they are back again. Tremendous. So we thank you very much, Merrill Masterson, as always. Every time
we go to Cleveland, every time we come to Boston. Every time the Indians come here, we get cookies. It's great. And they are really delicious.
As they miss Boston tons. I remember we got the cookies before we even knew who Justin was, if you recall. The day he was called up to make his first start, she sent us the cookies, which was a great move because we liked him right away.
Right.
Good or bad. Even if he failed in that game, he was going to be taken care of.
One of our all-time favorites. They are really good.
Very good.
You'll have one between innings, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Daniel Nava batting, 1 out here in the fourth inning. In action in the Red Sox pen. Rich Hill, left-hander, up and warming. Eight ground ball outs in 3 1/3 for Lowe. And a walk. First walk he is given up. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, today John Lester announced that he'll be partnering with the Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation on a charity called Never Quit to help raise funds and awareness for children's cancer research.
Once your son comes into the world and you look at him and imagine him going through what I went through, there's no way. It's heartbreaking. So that was another reason for me getting involved with this. I just couldn't imagine him being in a hospital bed and getting IVs and getting the drugs that I got. And, so any way that we can help raise money so kids, can get this treatment as painless as possible, as easy as possible, obviously the better.
Earlier this year, Lester celebrated being cancer-free for 5 years. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Jenny. And John certainly has done a great deal for the Jimmy Fund over the years and very much involved in a battle that he has battled himself. And you think about that first start that he made after coming back, and it was against his Cleveland Indians in Cleveland. 0-2 pitch is outside. Mike Vila's single to drive in a run in the second inning. Second look at Derek Lowe. And he goes around and strikes out. He didn't think he did. But has words for Jim Wolf on the way by. He is out, number 2. Second strikeout for Derek Lowe. 2 down.
Yeah, called on the swing right here. Again, that sinking fastball. Tough to tell from that angle. We'll get another look. And from that angle, it did look like he did go. Looked like a swing from the side shot.
2 down, Nava at first base, and Marlon Byrd, the batter, grounded out to third base in the second inning. Eight consecutive first pitch strikes for Lowe, and here's a base hit back up the middle into center field. So second goes Nava on the base hit by Marlon Byrd. Red Sox will get their 5th hit of the game.
Now Byrd is now 2 for 8 in his career against Derek Lowe. One of those hits was a home run. This one, a base hit right back up the middle. The Red Sox with a couple on here and 2 outs.
2 on, 2 down for Kelly Shopik. He grounded out to third base in the third inning, 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, and a ball and a strike now to Shopik. Derek Lowe last year 9-17. Hard to imagine. 17 losses with the Atlanta Braves. Prior to that, 16-12, 15-10 with the Braves. And a 16-win season with the Dodgers. One of the 4 years he was in LA. Ground ball by the dive of Hanahan into left. And as they stop Nava at third base, the base is now filled with Red Sox with 2 down in the 4th inning. So a base hit for Kelly Shopik.
Shopik had never faced Derek Lowe till tonight. 1 for 2 as he gets this ground ball by the dive of Hanahan at third base. And of course, down by 6 runs, not going to take a chance on trying to score that man from second base.
So 2 down here in the 4th. Base is filled with Red Sox, and it's Ryan Sweeney. That is single his last time up, a 1 for 2 night.
Very few breaking balls tonight from Derek Lowe, mostly fastball, changeup.
Sliced foul down the left field line, out of play.
That was the changeup right there at 84 miles an hour. Running away from Sweeney right toward the end of the bat and fouling it off.
Chance here for the Red Sox trying to chip away and get back into this game. A base is loaded, 2-out opportunity in the 4th inning. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck. Red Sox down by 6 runs. On the ground to first base, gathered by Kochman. He'll take it himself, and that will end the 4th inning. Red Sox have stranded 6 men through 4. It's 7-1 Cleveland. why? Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. Find out more. Go to easternbank.com/Adrian. 7-1, the Indians on top of the Red Sox. We head to the top half of the 5th inning, and new pitcher in for the Red Sox, Rich Hill, comes into the game as Andrew Miller goes an inning and 2/3 of relief. 5th appearance for Hill. No record, 1.93 earned run average. 4 2/3. He struck out 4, walked 4, and opponent's hitting at 143 against Hill. So Andrew Miller, inning and 2/3, gives up 1 hit, no runs. Didn't walk anybody and struck out a batter. All the runs charged to Josh Beckett tonight, who went 2 1/3 innings. Here is Travis Hafner to lead it off in the 5th. Hafner grounded out in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd. In the air, struck pretty well out towards deep left center field. Bird going back onto the track to make the catch. And down here in the 5th inning is Hafner retired. Takes it to the track. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' Donuts hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Sox game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Tonight we welcome job entry training program from Keith Technical High School in Framingham, Mass. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community. One down in the 5th inning for Carlos Santana. Struck out in the 2nd inning, flied out to center in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2. Pitch in has him jumping back out of the way. Hill won 2 scoreless innings against Baltimore, pitching the 13th and 14th innings. His last outing, which was at Fenway, didn't pitch in the series in Kansas City.
How strange was that game to do when you had 2 position players pitching to end the ball game?
It's unbelievable, and it was incredible. See Chris Davis pitch not just 1 inning, but 2 innings of relief. This is in the air out to left center field. And Bird again, this time moves around at the end, but makes the catch. 2 down. Well, you could have seen that game on MLB TV. If you're hitting the road, take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.TV today. See every Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order. Get more details. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere.
That was a great lead-in to that promo. It really was. The transition was superb.
Thank you. 2 down in the 5th. Shin-Soo Choo has walked in double. Has an RBI as he takes strike 1. It reminded me a little of the 19-inning game that we did in Chicago.
Yep, right before the All-Star break.
Yes.
That cut our break in half.
Jermaine Dye homering into the bullpen to tie it up, and then some 4 hours later we finished it up. Strike three call. Nice inning for Rich Hill. He works the fifth. It's a 1-2-3 inning, but it's a 7-1 Cleveland lead.
At this event, fans are creating 1,000 care packages for troops serving Afghanistan. The military package assembly will be inside Gate C of Fenway Park. As fans wait for their runner or walker to return and cross home plate, materials will be provided to create a care package, decorate a box, and include a personalized note with your thanks. If you know someone serving in Afghanistan through July 1st or later, send their name and full military address.
Cancel. Back at Fenway, where the Indians enjoy a 7-1 lead over the Red Sox last half of the fifth inning. Dustin Pedroia, David Ortiz, and Adrian Gonzalez. Derek Lowe, 75 pitches deep into his outing here, working in the fifth inning. And out of a bases loaded jam in the fourth inning, got Ryan Sweeney to ground out to first base. Plenty of run support tonight from his offense, coming in with a good record, 4-1. The 2.39 earned run average for Lowe. 2-1 pitch will miss. Wrapped foul outside of third, full count. First full count of the night for Derek Lowe. Towards third base, Hanrahan backhands and throws in time to get Pedroia for the first out of the fifth inning. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of historic milestones, and now our home team has reached one of its own. Congratulations on this special anniversary from one Boston institution to another. On the ground again. Diving is Kochman. Lowe's got to get over, and he does in plenty of time. And it's 3-1 on the putout and more ground ball outs.
And you mentioned it early in the show, Don, that Kochman, a very, very good defensive first baseman, always has been. Makes a nice play here, diving, get himself up, nice lead to Derek Lowe's at first base. Infielders, I tell you, they love it when Lowe's pitching. They know they're going to be busy, and they've been busy tonight.
We've seen some good ones over the years. Doug Mankiewicz jumps out at you. Adrian Gonzalez in his own right, very good, but all-time leader right now in fielding percentage, highest in Major League Baseball history, 998. Casey Kochman. You got to have a minimum of 700 games played at first base. 1-0 is outside, and it is 2-0 to the Red Sox good first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. They stack it up on the right side in the shift as they did for Ortiz. Lowe falling behind 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. To left. Damon going back, looking up, and that is off the wall. Johnny will play the carom. Gonzalez with a wide turn. Pretty good throw from Damon in left field as Gonzalez gets back to the bag at first with 2 away.
That's 2 times tonight that Gonzalez is going to the opposite field against Derek Lowe. Had a double back in the second inning that he hit in left center field. Now he takes the high sinker that time and plants it off the left field wall. Because for Gonzalez, that ball hit so hard it's only going to be a single as Johnny Damon plays the wall and gets it back in.
So 2 down, Gonzalez at first base, and Will Middlebrooks 0 for 2 so far in the game tonight. Middlebrooks has grounded out to third, grounded out to second. Interesting to see as we move along from series to series what changes different teams will make against Middlebrooks and what adjustments they make after advanced scouts have a chance to see more of him at this level.
He will be challenged. There's no question about that. There's always that period of adjusting by pitches, trying to find that weakness someplace.
This is off low, kicks out to short right, and it'll be a base hit. Gonzalez is heading for third base. He'll get there. As Middlebrooks gets a base hit, it's off the legs, it appeared, of Derek Lowe and into right.
Yeah, not sure which leg it got Derek Lowe on, but it got one of them. Looks like the right leg. And then deflects out towards second base.
Scott Rudinski, the pitching coach, coming out here for the Indians. No action in the Indians bullpen yet. Well, in honor of Fenway's centennial this year, Beth Israel Deaconess, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, is offering a daily health tip to help you live to be 100. Sign up at 100pitches.org. Derek Lowe getting 2 quick outs in this inning, but then gives up back-to-back base hits to Gonzalez and Middlebrooks. And now Daniel Nava is coming up. Nava has primarily played left field for Pawtucket this season. 16 games in left, 2 in right, and a DH for 9 games for the Paw Sox. Numbers in these 60 games as he broke into the big leagues in 2010 in dramatic fashion. This is his big league debut against the Phillies June 12th of 2010. Became the second player ever to connect for a grand slam on his first pitch that he ever saw in the major leagues. And falling behind again is Lowe. Now he get credit for the strike there. It is 2-1. And he called it ball 3. 2-1.
You may have had the call right, Don.
2-1 is to right field. Struck well. Back goes Chu. It's going to be over his head and off the wall. Gonzalez will score. Middlebrooks will be stopped at third. It's an RBI double for Daniel Nava. The Red Sox get their second run of the night.
One of the few bad pitches that Lowe has made tonight. He leaves a changeup middle and up in the zone. And Daniel Nava quickly up over the head of Chu. Short hops the fence. And the Red Sox pick up their second run.
7 doubles as a member of the Pawtucket Red Sox this season. His first with the Boston Red Sox of 2012. Second and third, 2 down, and Mike Aviles. To right field. Terrible for Chu. They'll make the catch. It ends things here in the 5th. Red Sox out a run, but still trail. 7-2 at the end of 5. Of the 2004 Red Sox have been winning pitchers with an opposing team at Fenway since leaving Boston. And the answer, Mike Myers and Joe Nelson. Myers picked up the win August 18th, 2006 here at Fenway as a member of the New York Yankees. It's game 2 of a doubleheader that day. Game that took 4 hours and 45 minutes to play. Johnny Damon was also a member of that Yankees team. Nelson picked up the win just over 3 weeks later on September 9th. While with the Royals, there are a total of 4 former 2004 Red Sox still playing with other teams. Damon, Lowe, Manny Ramirez, and Bronson Arroyo. David Ortiz and Kevin Youkilis are the lone remaining Red Sox. Scott Atchison into the game here for the Red Sox. 4th arm used for Bobby Valentine tonight, and the bullpen trying to piece together the rest of this game. Beckett went just 2 1/3 innings in his start tonight. Michael Brantley leads it off and takes ball 1. Brantley's had a good night. He has doubled twice and driven in 2 runs. Rich Hill goes an inning. He works the 5th and has a 1-2-3 5th inning. Struck out a batter. All the runs scored by the Indians charged to Beckett in his 2 1/3.
And nice work by both Miller and Hill, 2 lefties in this game, quieting down the Cleveland offense.
On the ground up the middle and into center field. The 3rd hit of the night for Michael Brantley. Leads it off with a single to center.
2 doubles, now the single on the cut fastball from Atchison right up the middle for the base hit. There's the little cut, and there's the ground ball up the middle.
Here's Casey Kochman, who has a sac fly and a fly out to center in 2 plate appearances tonight. Go to first, and Brantley back to the bag.
Percentage not very good for Brantley. He's got a couple of steals, but he's been caught 4 times on the season.
Starts and stops as the pitch is in there for a strike.
Another throw to first base.
Well, they kind of leaning the wrong direction at first. Josh Hamilton and his incredible 4 home runs the other night against the Orioles. We'll get you caught up on tonight's action. There's a ground ball foul. It's 1-2.
What a show that was by Hamilton.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness. What a player.
In the contract year.
Is it really?
Free agent. End of the year.
Oh, cha-ching.
One-two slap foul up and off to the left. Seven runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Indians. 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. Game 1 of this 4-game series. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Casey Kochman. First to throw over again, and Brantley back to the bag. Atchison's been very concerned with him at first.
Very defensive swing that time by Kochman on the breaking ball, but he does manage to foul it off with 2 strikes.
Runner goes, and it's ground ball right side. Pedroia is over to grab it, plants and throws to get Kochman. Now Brantley will take second base with 1 out in the inning. Well, how much would you pay for the ultimate refreshment? How about just 89 cents? It's all it costs for any size frozen or fountain beverage at the Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. Hurry in today and mix up yours. Runner at second, 1 out here in the 6th inning. Jack Hanahan coming up. Hit a 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. Struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Atchison leading the majors with 20 innings of relief coming into tonight's action. And this is a liner into left and a base hit. Brantley will be stopped at 3rd as Nava gets it back in quickly. It's the 2nd hit of the night for Jack Hanahan.
Hanahan had that home run back in the 2nd inning, and that was on a changeup that he reached out and pulled. This time it's the cut fastball from Atchison, and he takes to the opposite field for the base hit.
First and 3rd, 1 down. Johnny Damon, the batter, struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 2nd, single center in the 4th inning. Here is strike 1. Brantley at third base, Hanahan at first base, and one out. Line and caught. Third by Middlebrooks. He got up there to grab that. Nice play by Middlebrooks.
Perfectly timed jump by Middlebrooks down at third base, well off that line. And he takes the base hit, an RBI away from Johnny Damon. Nicely timed jump by Middlebrooks. And quickly looking at first base, see if he can get a double play. No chance.
First and third, 2 away, and Jason Kipnis with a solo home run in the third inning looks at strike one over the inside corner. A home run for Kipnis, his 6th home run of the year. Second baseman for the Indians. Grounds it right side to Pedroia. Backs up a step and throws out Kipnis to end the inning. So Atchison out of a jam in the 6th. It is 7-2. Cleveland on top after 5.5. Red Sox Game Day Live presented by Uno's with Tom Karen, Matt Stairs, and Jenny at 6:30. They'll preview the pitching matchup between Ubaldo Jimenez and Clay Buchholz. Game 2 of the series. Buchholz looks for his team high 4th win of the season. Takes the hill for the 7th time this year. Live coverage begins at 5:30 with Friday Night Fenway only on NESN. That's right, tomorrow is Friday, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Don.
I lost touch of what day it is. I know where I am.
Well, what you need is a good night's sleep. That's what you need.
Yes. Action in the pen. Left-hander Tony Sipp is up for the Indians. Marlon Byrd leading it off here in the 6th. As Lowe starts this inning at 93 pitches, up to 97 at the moment, with Byrd leading it off. Then we'll see Shopik and Sweeney scheduled to bat in the inning. There's a grounder foul.
I'm with you, though. It is a little strange opening up a homestand on a Thursday.
Yes.
After you come off a road trip.
It was also strange to be on the road for 3 days. That was weird.
Didn't seem necessary.
No. Especially where Kansas City is not like right around the corner.
Yeah, you know, it's not exactly a $10 cab ride.
It's not a Baltimore or even a Philly or. It's really over there, you know, in the middle.
It's a little bit farther than you think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the night for Derek Lowe. First out of the 6th inning.
Now Lowe here into the 6th inning, keeping the ball down. A good sinking fastball again from Derek Lowe, and gets Bird to swing at one that probably was not in the strike zone. But that's what Derek Lowe does.
This pitching line brought to you by Lexus. 5 1/3, 9 hits, 2 runs. Walking 3 Ks and even 100 pitches. Ellie Shopping grounded out in the 3rd, singled in the 4th, 1 for 2. Look out, and Shopping is hit by the pitch.
Looked like Lowe tried to snap off a breaking ball, and Shopping is a professional at taking him like that. Just kind of turns away from it and takes it off somewhere around the arm. Makes his way to first base.
One out, one on, Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney singled in the 3rd inning, a 1 for 3 night. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck. Red Sox batting here in the last half of the 6th inning, trailing by 5 runs. Late swing, defensive, fouled off to the left. 2-2. On the ground, foul outside of first. We talked about Lowe being used as both a closer and a starter. He enters the season as one of 3 pitchers in Major League history with 160 plus wins and 80 plus saves in his career. He joins Dennis Eckersley and fellow Michigan native John Smoltz in that category. 2-2 is grounded right side. Kipnis will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. So Derek Lowe, more ground ball outs, making 13 in the game. We played 6. It's 7-2. Indians on top. The Sox earn a save. CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Scott Atchison back on the mound into his second inning of relief. It's Ruben Cabrera, Travis Hafner, and Carlos Santana expected to bat here in the seventh. And it's strike one from Atchison. Cabrera 2 for 3 in the game, a double, a single, and last time up grounded into a double play. Atchison has gone at least 2 innings in 6 of his first 13 outings of the year, including 3 innings 3 times. He's been used by Bobby Valentine a lot like he was used by Terry Francona. Become a very valuable asset out of the bullpen. Line and caught, and it's short by Aviles. A tough start tonight for Josh Beckett, who went 2 1/3, giving up 7 hits and 7 runs, and Jason Kipnis with a solo home run in the 3rd inning. That was after a 2-run home run by Jack Hanahan. 7 hits and 7 runs, and booed loudly as he left the hill tonight. So it has been the bullpen ever since, and they have not allowed a run. Andrew Miller inning in 2/3. Rich Hill an inning. And now Scott Atchison an inning and a third. As there's ball 1 to Travis Hafner. We talk about Clayton Mortensen going down because he has options and not because he pitched poorly in his appearance with the Red Sox. Just ask Scott Atchison, who last year had a career best 3.26 earned run average, and that was in 6 stints with the Red Sox. 6 different times he was brought up from Pawtucket.
It seems like there's that one guy every year that just has done that shuttle back and forth from Pawtucket to Boston.
And last year, no doubt it was Atchison. This year, Mortensen probably hoping it is not him, but he is down there this time after 3 very good outings. And a very good changeup. That's one thing we learned about Clayton Mortensen. (3-1) to right. Sweeney is going to get there. That one almost got up over his head. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Ryan Sweeney almost had that ball get away from him in right field, but able to lunge and make the grab. 2 down in the inning for Carlos Santana. It's now 15 home runs for Josh Hamilton. Leads the majors. Matt Kemp now has 12 to lead the National League. In the American League, Hamilton with 15. Then Curtis Granderson off to another very good start with 10. This one on the ground, foul outside first. Well, Derek Lowe through the first 6 innings with a 7-2 lead. He had Tony Sipp up in the bullpen. This is a swing and a miss, and Atchison strikes out Santana. It is a 1-2-3-7, 7th inning stretch, 7-2. Indians on top. Let's check in with your need to know with NESN Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's James.
Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covet, it's how you treat it. And Derek Lowe, well, he was Derek Lowe tonight. The good sinking fastball kept his infielders very busy. A lot of those right-handers topping the ball down the third baseline. Look at that ball down around ankle high. So Lowe doing what he does best, keeping the ball down in the strike zone and getting ground ball outs.
Total of 12 ground ball outs for Derek Lowe in this game as he departs with a 7-2 lead. Tony Sipp into the game, 14th appearance, 0-1, 8.00 earned run average. And opponents hitting at 308 against Sipp as he takes over here for the 7th inning. Dustin Pedroia stands in on the right side. It's great to have with us Tom Bernansky coming back to Fenway Park. Great to see you, Tom.
What's up, Don? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Tom.
What's up, Jerry?
Well, does it seem like that long ago that you were diving down in that right field corner down there to make the grab?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but my body tells me it is.
Well, it was only you and a handful of people down there that really got to see that.
That's about it. And, you know, I've had probably about 6 of the people that have come and talked to me about that.
Nice one driven into the bullpen, beyond it, and into the bleachers. A little frustration taken out here by Dustin Pedroia as he takes it out of the yard, his 5th home run. Red Sox trying to get something going here against Tony Sipp in the 7th.
Well, a 2nd home run in a couple of days for Pedroia, going to the opposite field. And this time going deep to the opposite field in the Red Sox bullpen. Gets that fastball away and just goes with it. Most of the home runs we see Dustin hit, he pulls the ball, but recently going to the opposite field for home runs.
There's David Ortiz with nobody out in the inning. This one is fouled off. Hess and Hess Express, proud sponsors of the Red Sox, and the Red Sox on NESN during the 2012 season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to pediatric trauma program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Tom Bernansky joining us, and Tom, back here as part of the 100th year celebration at Fenway Park. How different does the ballpark look to you coming back here to Fenway?
Well, this looks great right now. Everything that they've done to it from the inside to the outside on the streets where they block things off, and just the excitement. And that's just before the game. And then the game is kind of, hey, we get to go watch the Red Sox play, you know, and it's a fantastic situation they've done here, and it's a beautiful ballpark. I'm glad it's here, and I'm glad I'm here. It's fun to be a part of it.
This was the ceremony before the game as he was honored. The old manager Joe Morgan here to hand it to you as well.
Wapo Joe, yep, that's him. We had a lot of fun. We were sitting down here talking about some stories and remembering some things that we did that year and that night. So it's always nice to reminisce.
And what's keeping you busy nowadays?
I am the AAA hitting coach for the Minnesota Twins. We're here in Rochester, and we just got done playing at Pawtucket this afternoon. We had a day game, and good old Dick Bresciani, he gets to make sure that everything was all set up for the evening, and you know, it's pretty special.
That worked out great then, schedule-wise for you.
Yeah, it did. We were worried about weather. You know, whether we might get rained out, have a doubleheader, and the way it looked, we had a 1-run lead going into the 8th, and we ended up giving up 2. And then we had a chance to tie it, and I was like, okay, let's tie it. Extra innings, oh, maybe.
How are you enjoying the instructional part of that?
I love it. I really do. And I sit there and live and die with every at-bat each one of the hitters takes. Before, we used just to worry about R4 or R5.
That's right.
And now I've got everybody's up there, and it's enjoyable. I really do like trying to pass along all the successes and failures that I've had, and try to make these kids a little bit better and hopefully big league ball players.
And being a hitter coach also, you've got to learn personalities. You've got to know when to talk to people, when not to talk to them. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, we know that in that runway. It can get pretty hairy in that runway after a tough at-bat. So there's times when you just kind of walk away and let the steam get out of there for a bit before you approach them.
Ortiz to left as Damon on the run will get there to make the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. Well, for many Red Sox fans, this is their favorite Tom Bernansky moment, making the grab down the right field line and in the corner. I guess it never probably gets old for you seeing this.
No, it doesn't. And to relive it and to see how I know where I was in my mind to the wall.
Right.
And as I see that, I was like, I was a lot closer than I thought.
I was going to ask you, why were you playing Ozzie to pull that much?
You know, it was a plus count. It was a positive situation, and when he has runners on base and he's ahead in the count in a fastball situation, he looks to pull.
So you expected that?
We did. We moved. We shifted the outfield over in that count, and normally he's going to hit the ball the other way.
Right.
And Jeff Reardon's throwing, and Term's going to throw the fastball. He's not going to throw him a breaking ball in that situation, so Ozzie likes to jump out and try to pull it. And that's part of the stuff that I try to impart to our players, is that, to anticipate that, to look at the situation and know where you're going to be. And the next thing you know, you don't have to think, you just react.
Well, you had a lot of other great memories here, I'm sure, too, at Fenway Park. That's the one that everybody talks about, but I'm sure you had others that stand out for you. Certainly.
I think the thing that always comes back to mind for me is the first time I was with the Red Sox and I walked up the runway, came down through the tunnel, and saw the green wall as the home side.
As the home side.
I think about all the players that have walked under here, the greatest players in the game that walked that tunnel that I just walked, and to stand at that home plate, and that's the special memory for me.
This is on the ground right side. The shift is on. It says Drupal Cabrera, and he takes care of Adrian Gonzalez. 2 down in the inning. We're joined by Tom Bernansky as there are 2 outs in the inning.
Of course, there are always a few home runs that always come to mind. You always
stick out.
You always have to love watching that ball go over the green monster. That's a special treat that few people get to enjoy.
Well, they're making the move here. We thank you very much for coming up. We enjoyed seeing you.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Tom.
One of my faves right here. Attaboy.
7-3. Cleveland Indians have the lead. The pitching change from Fenway. Game 2 of the series, the Sox face the Indians. Ubaldo Jimenez. Jimenez has been a different pitcher this season for the Tribe. Depending on where he is, at home this year, he is 2.70 earned run average, an opponent average of 133. But on the road, his ERA is over 3 runs higher, and his opponent average is over 200 points higher. Live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 with Red Sox first pitch. The 2 outs in the 7th inning as the Indians go to Joe Smith. 14th appearance, 2-1. Trying to hold up was Middlebrooks, but he goes around and evens the count at 1-1. Tony Sipp comes into the game, gives up a leadoff home run by Pedroia, but then gets Ortiz and Gonzalez. For Pedroia, his 5th home run of the year. Gets the Red Sox a little closer. That's strike 2. Smith thought he had strike 3, but it's called ball 2.
Yeah, threw that slider down in the zone. Thought he was going to get the call on it. Took a step toward the dugout, it looked like.
Gets him in the end as he strikes out Middlebrooks to end the 7th inning. Well, the Red Sox get closer as Dustin Pedroia hits a home run into the bleachers. 7-3 Cleveland. Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking that's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Back at Fenway, ready to go in the 8th inning, 7-3. The Indians have the lead over the Red Sox, both teams with 10 hits. But the Indians with the big lead, all 7 runs coming off the Red Sox starter. Since then, we've seen Andrew Miller, Rich Hill, Scott Atchison, and now Franklin Morales into the game, his 13th appearance. 0-1 with a 4.91 earned run average. 11 innings, and opponents hitting at 302 against Morales. It'll be Shin-Soo Choo, Michael Brantley, and Casey Kochman coming up here in the 8th. Scott Atchison leaves after 2 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and he had a strikeout. Bullpen has been very good since coming in. They've not allowed a run on only 3 hits and have now worked 4 2/3 innings of relief. Shin-Soo Choo to lead it off here in the 8th. So Morales ready to work here in the 8th inning. Shin-Soo Choo is walked, doubled, and struck out as he takes ball 1 from Morales. Action for the Indians. Vinny Pistano warming in the pen. Morales, who was up in the series in Kansas City but did not come into a game, last worked as part of the 17-inning game here at Fenway Park. 2 scoreless frames. His longest relief appearance, 6th time that he's got into the second, but he completed them both. 2-0 pitch is fouled off to the left, out of play. Everybody was extended in that 17-inning game in a big way, and relatively fortunate the Red Sox did not need to get deep into their bullpen in the series, but still dropped 2 out of 3 to the Kansas City Royals in that series.
And Bobby Valentine has to be happy what he's seen from the bullpen tonight. Shutting down the Indians since the 3rd inning.
This one fouled off. Makes it very difficult, though, when you do not get a good start from your starter who's chased from the game early. And here you are again, deep into the bullpen again. Back at tonight, 2 1/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. An important outing here tomorrow night for Clay Buchholz. This is popped up into left center. Marlon Bird will make the catch, 1 down. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, on Sunday, May 20th, I will take part in the Run to Home Base event to help raise funds and support the troops coming home from the war and their families. And at this event, fans are creating 1,000 care packages for troops serving in Afghanistan. The military package assembly will be inside Gate C of Fenway Park. As fans wait for their runner or walker to return and cross home plate, materials will be provided to create a care package. Decorate the box and include a personalized note with your thanks. If you know someone serving in Afghanistan through July 1st or later, send their name and full military address to military@redsox.com, and it will be added to the list to receive a care package. Don?
Thanks very much, Jenny.
Now, how's Jenny going to do in that? I know she's going to do well. She runs side by side with you in the health club, right?
Yes, so she can run.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt about it.
So
she's a very good runner, in fact, much better.
She'll set the Nesson record for time.
This is lined into left center field. It's a base hit for Michael Brantley. Over to play it is Marlon Byrd. Wide turn for Brantley, but he's on with his 4th hit of the night. He's had quite a night.
Yeah, what a night for Brantley. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 2 singles. Lefty against lefty. Line shot over the head of the shortstop for the base hit. His 4th of the night. Came into the game only 233, but that's going to jump with the 4 hits tonight.
One on, one out. Casey Kochman, the batter. Throw to first, and Brantley back to the bag. Yankees have a 5-2 lead tonight over Tampa Bay. They're in the 7th inning in New York. Well, the Blue Jays have a 5-1 lead tonight in the 4th inning against Minnesota. Red Sox starting this 4-game series against the Indians. They'll play 2 games with Seattle, and then it is back out on the road again for Boston. 1-0. 2-0. Blue Jays making an addition. We'll check in with Jenny Dell next half inning to find out what they've done. That's inside and gets him on the wrist or hand as Kochman goes down.
That ball just took off on Morales, a fastball that's really going to sail inside, and
get the bat. All? I'm not sure it got him all.
Looked like it got the bat, didn't it?
Yes.
Take a look from this angle here, and let's see. No contact with the body yet, and gets the bat.
Wow. That's a pretty good acting job right there.
That was excellent acting.
He goes down in pain. It's the second batter that Morales has hit, sort of the season.
Kochman has recovered very quickly at first
base.
Has.
He seems to be fine. 2 on, 1 out. As a pickoff play at second, and back to the bag is Brantley safely.
Not that far off the second base bag. Spin, throw to second. Not quite in time to get Brantley.
The 1 to Hanahan is inside as him jumping back out of the way. In the air to center field. Marlon Byrd going back to make the catch on the base of the track. Tagging at second and moving to third is Brantley. And there are now 2 outs in this 8th inning. Hanahan giving it a ride, but he is out number 2. Here comes Johnny Damon for his 5th at bat of the night. Damon singled back in the 4th inning. And he was 1 for 4 in the game. He was robbed of a base hit in the 6th inning as he lined out to Will Middlebrooks. Brantley at third base. Kochman across the diamond at first base. 2 down in the 8th. Damon fouls it off, and it's 1-1. This Scott Burnett telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. First and third, 2 down, and everybody working out of the bullpen tonight. And Alfredo Aceves warming up. In tight to Damon, 2-1. Buchholz tomorrow night against Jimenez. Felix Gibran on Saturday matched up against Josh Tomlin. And then Daniel Bard up against Justin Masterson, who will pitch on Sunday in the finale of the series. The night game tomorrow night game on Saturday night, and day baseball on Sunday. Remaining 3 games in the series against Cleveland. Buchholz, who is 3-1 but has a 9.09 earned run average. And you have the Daisuke Matsuzaka situation kind of looming soon. He's got one more start to make as part of his rehab, and then it is decision time for the Red Sox. 2-2. He is chopped down the first baseline, foul. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Michael Brantley at third base, Casey Kochman at first base, 2 outs in the 8th. Damon grounds it towards shortstop. Aviles will touch second base, and that will wrap up the inning. So the Indians strand 2, but they take a 7-3 lead to the bottom of the 8th. Summary is brought to you by Xfinity. Well, the Indians scoring early and often against Josh Beckett. A 3-run home run for Jack Hanahan in the second inning. Jason Kipnis, who had homered to begin the third inning, one of the 2 home runs Beckett allowed, as Beckett goes 2 1/3, 7 hits and 7 runs. Lifted in this game in the third inning, and is on the hook right now. Came into tonight's game with a record of 2 3. Changes for the Indians as we play along to the bottom of the 8th inning. Aaron Cunningham is now in left field as Damon's night is over. After Johnny grounded into the fielder's choice offensively. Defensive change and a new pitcher also for the Indians. Daniel Nava leads it off here in the 8th and takes ball 1 from Vinny Pistano. New pitcher, and it is the 4th pitcher of the night for Cleveland. His 16th appearance, 1-0, 2.08 earned run average. 19 strikeouts in 13 innings. Opponents hitting at .213. Daniel Nava in his return to the majors. Called up today from Pawtucket, in the lineup tonight, and Nava was grounded out, walked, and doubled to drive in a run. Ball 3-3-1. Joe Smith got the final out of the 7th inning as he struck out Will Middlebrooks to end the inning. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Nava. So last thing Manny Acta wanted to see from his reliever with a 7-3 lead here. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings Live at TC Jim, Matt Stairs, and Jenny. We'll have a breakdown of Josh Beckett's outing, including his take on tonight's performance. Plus catch Bobby Valentine's thoughts on the series opener from the Fenway interview room. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason, Red Sox Extra Innings Live. Leadoff walk for Daniel Nava, and the 3rd time he's been aboard. Here is Mike Aviles. Take strike 1. Aviles single and an RBI in the 2nd. Since then he has struck out and flied out to right. One and 2.
That fastball really sailed on Mike Aviles. Looked like it was heading toward the middle of the plate and just took off and ran away from him.
Popped up, foul ground. Giving chase is Santana, but it's back and out of play. Nick Punto has come out on deck. With bat for Marlon Byrd. Saltalamacchia also with a bat. This one fouled off to our right, not a play. Daniel Nava with a walk to begin things here in the 8th inning. Now 1-2 pitch to Mike Aviles. Fouled straight back to the screen. 2-2 to Aviles. Just wasting more pitches from Vinny Pistano.
Yeah, fastballs away, breaking ball that time from Pistano. Looks like Aviles may have hurt his hand on a swing earlier in this at bat, or hurt his finger. There's the breaking ball that he fouls off.
As the Red Sox trail 7-3, we will check out some tweets. The PA tonight is just the right thing to do, as the Rem Dog is back in the house. And fans remembering Derek Lowe. Remember, the Red Sox always a solid starter. Glad to see him still around, and they pitched well tonight. As Lowe went the first 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. This is to center, and Brantley comes in to make the catch to retire Aviles for the first out of the inning as we send it down to Jenny Dell.
Yes, Don, it's time now for some MLB news and notes, which is brought to you by Nissan. After recording a save on Tuesday, day 2 didn't go as well for new Yankees closer David Robertson. He suffered the loss, allowing 4 runs in 2/3 of an inning. The Toronto Blue Jays have signed Vladimir Guerrero to a minor league contract. The 37-year-old hit .290 last season with the Orioles. And Major League Baseball is proposing a rule that may eliminate the fake to third, throw to first move by pitchers. Don, under the new proposal, pitchers would only be allowed to do so if they stepped off the rubber first.
I think that'd be a wise thing to do.
What am I going to do if that happens with my...
You lose some of your game. Huh?
Oh, I mean,
Doesn't throw to either venue?
Yes, right.
Well, they can still do it as long as they step off the rubber.
But just think, you would never have been picked off, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's a little late for you that they.
In 1975. It's a little late now.
Scott Radinsky, the pitching coach, is out there to talk to Pistano.
You know what it's like to be a guy that every time that play goes, it never works.
And everybody always says that.
It never works. And you sit there and you just you hold your head, and you go, oh yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does work.
It does work.
And not only does it work, it works in your first major league at bat.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's living proof.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a balk when it happened, though?
I was stunned. I had no idea. I was in no position to argue anything.
You were going to walk up to Dick Williams and say, he balked.
I was just worried about staying in the big leagues.
That would be called a balk. That would be part of the new rule. If it does take place, that'd be terrible. No venues, no locales.
Now, as long as they step off, you could do it.
I can still do it.
You're not going to lose all your stuff.
Well, now 1 on here in the 8th inning.
A balk is deceiving the base runner, right? So, I mean, that should be deceiving the base runner if you're on the rubber.
I don't understand a balk, to be honest with you, all the way around. I mean, isn't everything trying to deceive the base runner?
Yeah.
I mean, so they call it balk all the time. Saw 2 of them in 1 inning. The game in Kansas City. There's Daniel Bard in his tough inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Marlon Byrd with actually Nick Punto here pinch hitting, taking ball 3, 3-2. Marlon Byrd had been 1 for 3 tonight as he singled in the 4th inning. Saltalamacchia on deck with pinch hit for Shopik. Punto fouls it off. Still a full count. That is outside, ball 4. Down to first goes Punto. Second walk given up by Pistano. Well, it's time now for the Coors Light freeze can. And the hit by pitch, sort of, by Casey Kochman. That hits his bat. Frost Brew Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. 2 on and 2 walks in the inning. That is not what the Indians wanted at all. Red Sox getting some base runners here and a chance for Kelly Shoppach. Pinch hit for here by Saltalamacchia. Shoppach had been 1 for 2 hit by a pitch. And the pitch is inside. Saltalamacchia 239, 4 homers and 10 runs batted in. More action for the Indians in the pen as Nick Hagedorn is warming in the pen from the farmhand of the Red Sox. It's 2007 first-round pick by the Red Sox. And as the pitch is outside, 3-0, and Pistano having trouble throwing strikes coming into this game. It was called a strike. I beg your pardon. So is that 2-2.
Nibbling on the outside corner for the 2 strikes. All borderline calls.
Still 2-2 to Saltalamacchia. Nava walk to begin the inning. Avila's flied out to center. Nick Punto pinch hitting for Marlon Byrd walked, and Saltalamacchia now pinch hitting for Shoppach. Punto trying to stay loose just into this game. Swing and a miss. Saltalamacchia strikes out. First strikeout for Pistano, 2 down in the inning.
Well, Pistano goes back to that breaking ball. Down and in, not a strike off the plate. Chased by Saltalamacchia. And been a very smooth inning here for Pistano here in the 8th inning. But he does have the 2 outs.
2 down, first and second. Ryan Sweeney, the batter, singled in the 3rd inning, 1 for 4 in the game. In there for strike 1. Red Sox have 10 hits in this game, but 3 runs and trail by 4. Two and 1. Ball 3. And there for strike two, full count. We're going to get a start here for the Red Sox. Knob at second and Punto at first with 2 outs. Pedroia waits on deck. Outside ball 4. He walks. The base is loaded. And the Red Sox are bringing the tying run to the plate in Pedroia.
Well, exactly just what you don't want when you have a lead coming out of your bullpen. 3 walks in the inning, bases loaded, potential tying run coming to the plate.
Well, last time up, Dustin Pedroia hitting a home run the opposite way and into the bleachers. For Dustin, his 5th home run of the year. And it gave the Red Sox their 3rd run of the night. Now he bats with a chance to tie this game with another big blast. Pedroia takes strike 1. Second at bat for Pedroia against Pistano in his career. Throwing 37 pitches. Came on here to start this 8th inning. He's walked 3 batters. Ready with a 1-1 pitch. Royal lays off, and it is ball 2. $18 balls, 20 strikes so far for Pistano. Tough to watch if you're Manny Acta. A 7-1 lead at one point in this game. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Inside, and it's 3-1.
Red Sox do not have a hit in this inning. Bases loaded, coming with 3 walks. This ball almost hits Pedroia.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count. David Ortiz waiting on deck with 2 outs in the inning. Pedroia gets jammed, little pop-up right side of the infield, and they collide, but it is Kochman who makes the catch. And the Red Sox leave them loaded. 7-3 Indians at the end of 8. As the month of May is packed with great matchups. Come watch your Red Sox take on the Seattle Mariners for a 2-game set next Monday, and Tuesday see the Detroit Tigers in a 4-game series beginning Memorial Day. Get your tickets now for these great matchups at redsox.com/tickets. 7-3, Indians on top of the Red Sox. Defensive changes for the Red Sox. Darnell McDonald into the game in right field. Moving from right to center is Ryan Sweeney. And after pinch hitting, staying in is Jared Saltalamacchia behind the plate. Does the catching for the new pitcher, Alfredo Aceves. His 13th appearance, a 6.17 earned run average. Non-save opportunity, but he is 5 out of 7 in that category. This is lined into right field, a base hit for Jason Kipnis to start things here in the 9th.
Second hit of the 9th for Kipnis. Had that home run back in the 3rd inning. That was on a cut fastball. Here he jumps on the first pitch from Aceves, a fastball, pulls it, topspin line drive. Second hit of the night.
Lead runner on here in the 9th inning. As Drupal Cabrera is 2 for 4 in the game, a double in the 1st inning, a single in the 3rd. And a liner down the right field line, foul. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Franklin Morales worked the 8th inning, gave up a hit, no runs, didn't walk anybody, nor did he strike anybody out. Aceves working the 9th. Cabrera now, Hafner next here in the 9th inning of game 1 of this homestand for the Red Sox. (0-2) to Cabrera. And he gets hit. So a single and a hit batter here in the 9th inning.
0-2 fastball from Aceves, trying to move Cabrera off the plate, gets him right off the back of the knee.
Third batter that Aceves has hit on the season. 2 on, nobody out. And Travis Hafner coming up. Lined and caught it short, trying to put it into a double play, but not in time. Aviles made the diving bid with Kipnis getting back to the bag at second, but Hafner lines out for the first out here of the 9th.
Aviles trying to get the foot of Kipnis as he goes into second base. He knows he couldn't get to the bag. He didn't have time for that. So he goes and he tries to get the foot. And apparently just missing it as Kipnis gets the hand on the bag. Nice effort, though, by Aviles.
Carlos Santana, the batter, with 1 out and 2 on. There's strike 1 to Santana. He's 0 for 4 in the game. He struck out twice, flied out to center field on 2 occasions. Time called late, and Aceves follows through. Kipnis at second. Cabrera at first. One out in the ninth. That'll get away from Saltalamacchia, and the runners will move up. Pitch in the dirt from Aceves.
That'll go as a wild pitch against Aceves. It was a changeup. Changeup directly down in the dirt, and you can see Saltalamacchia trying to slide over and block it to flex off his glove, and two men get into scoring position with the one out. Red Sox pull the infield in.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth inning, expecting Ortiz, Gonzalez, and Middlebrooks. Trying to keep this right now a 4-run deficit, but the Indians are threatening here in the top half of the ninth inning. 1-2 the count to Carlos Santana. In the air to left field. Nava drifting back. It'll take him to the base of the track. Makes the catch, tagging at third. And scoring is Kipnis, the 8th run of the night for the Indians. And they better their lead to 8-3. Sac fly for Santana.
Well, Santana almost one-hands that ball out to left field to get it deep enough to get the run home. It's a fastball down and away, and see that hand come off the bat, almost a one-handed swing. But productive.
So 2 down here in the ninth inning, and it'll bring up Shin-Soo Choo. Walk, a double. He struck out and flied out. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fooled on that, and it is 2-2.
Fooled on a very good changeup by Aceves. He's thrown about 5 of them in this inning.
That'll put him down. 94 and inside.
That ball really wasn't that close. I mean, there's no question it was inside. But just going to see Choo kind of hanging out over the plate, and then very late reaction to get out of the way.
Ball 4, and Aceves loses Choo. 2 outs here in the ninth inning. Bring up Michael Brantley, who's had a terrific night. He's 4 for 4 in the game. A double, 2 doubles actually, and 2 singles. He's driven in 2 runs as he bats here in the ninth with 2 on and 2 outs. And strike 1 over the inside corner. There is action behind Aceves as Matt Albers just starting to crank it up. Cabrera at second base, Chu at first base, 2 down in the ninth. A run in here for the Indians, who lead at 8-3. On the ground foul, 1-2. On the ground to first base, Gonzalez will flip to Aceves, who covers for the out. It ends the top of the ninth inning. Indians add a run. It's 8-3 Cleveland as we head to the bottom of the ninth from Fenway. By Southwest Airlines, Kia Motors, Vermont Tourism, and by Sullivan Tire. We head to the last half of the ninth inning back at Fenway Park. 8-3 Cleveland on top of Boston. And Nick Hagedorn into the game now for the Cleveland Indians. Former Red Sox first-round draft choice. His ninth appearance of this year. No record. 0.96 ERA. And 9 1/3 innings. Opponents are hitting at 0.97 against him. Called from AAA Columbus on April 17th. Fired from the Red Sox along with Justin Masterson, part of the trade for Victor Martinez. David Ortiz to lead it off in the ninth inning. Hagedorn takes over for Vinny Pistano, who pitched the eighth inning, went one inning, gave up no hits, and as it turned out, no runs. He did walk 3, walked the bases loaded, but got a strikeout and get out of the jam. David tonight is 1 for 4. Had a hit back in the third inning as he takes ball 1. Last 5 appearances, not giving up a run in 6 innings. Ortiz grounds into the shift. It's Kipnis in short right, long throw. It'll get there in time. Hess and Hess Express, the proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2012 season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the pediatric trauma program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. 1 out in the 9th. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter, he doubled in the 2nd, singled in the 5th. It's been a 2-for-4 night for Adrian. To right field. Chu coming in to make the catch for the 2nd out of the 9th inning. Sharply hit, but right in the direction of Chu. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason, Red Sox Extra Innings Live. So all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. And 2 down in the 9th inning. Will Middlebrooks, the batter, singled in the 5th inning. He is 1 for 4 in the contest. As he takes strike 1.
Pretty live fastball there at 95, tailing away from Middlebrooks. Numbers very impressive, as you mentioned, Don, for hanging on here early in the season.
Fouled straight back, and it is 2-2. Indians scoring 3 times in the 2nd, 4 times in the 3rd. They grab a run in the top of the 9th. They're scoring early and often in this game. And chase Josh Beckett after just 2 1/3 innings. There's a 2-2 pitch to Will Middlebrooks. Swing and a miss. He strikes out, and that will end the ball game. Cleveland Indians come in and take the first of this 4-game series, and the Red Sox have dropped 3 in a row. They dropped the first game of this homestand, and Jerry, tonight, really the story, Josh Beckett just going 2 1/3. I guess we'll find out more about his status after the game, but not a good outing for Josh.
No question, Don. I think that'll be the probably first question that's asked to him. How are you feeling physically? Because obviously, after missing a start last time out and having a back performance like this coming back, that question has to be asked, and we don't know the answer to that. But that certainly didn't look like Josh Beckett on the mound tonight, giving up runs early. Once again, the Red Sox at home and out of the game very early in the ball game.
Derek Lowe with the win, betters his record to 5-1. For Jerry Remy and Jenny Dell, I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway. Join us again tomorrow night, game 2 of the series. You get an extra 30 minutes of pregame as our coverage will begin live at 5:30 on Yawkey Way. Friday Night Fenway, presented by iParty. It's been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Here's Tom Karen of the NESN HD Television Center.